Good morning, afternoon, evening everyone, my name is Shockwave and today I'm going to be here with the first of many weapon guides, and as we can tell here today we'll be going over the heavy splatling. Yeah, I'm just going to dive straight into it. So the heavy splatling is obviously got the kit with sprinkler and wave breaker, right? Sprinkler can be used, put down the ground or onto the wall, like so, or, you know, onto something like that. It can kind of aim below. Obviously don't do this because you're leaving a big gap in the middle. You're better off putting it on the ground. Now I'm just going to clean this up. And Sprinkler has 3 modes, so it has its fast painting mode here, and after a few seconds it'll go to its medium painting mode, and then I think it's about 10 seconds, a little bit longer, and then it goes into a really slow painting mode. So we'll see in a second. And there it is. Right, so that's the in and out of Sprinkler. So if you put one down and you have enough time, try and put one down again, because obviously it'll be painting much faster and you'll get your special quicker. Now, speaking to special, Wave Breaker, really good special. I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but it's pretty good. So basically there's a little bit of depth to it. You can obviously just put it on the ground, you know, it'll do its thing. With the waves you have to jump over them, otherwise you'll get marked, and then they also take damage. Now if I clean this up and I charge my next one, right, you can, the waves go through walls. You can actually put this behind the wall and it'll still mark, you know, the players on the opposite side of the wall. Now this is really good for heavy because, you know, when you're looking to charge up here, you're looking to be behind the wall most of the time, right? So you're protected because you're pretty much just sitting duck the whole time while you're charging up your splatling. Before you're about to push in, if that's mid over there, put this down here, and then you can look to, you know, push forward here. You'll get marked. And so one thing to note, players have to be on a very similar height level to where the wave breaker is. I'll give you an example up here. So if I put the wave breaker up here, yeah, actually I'll put it here. So see down here, it'll go down on the ground there, but if you come up here, it's not marking these players up above, right? So it hits players lower on the ground rather than high up above, right? So if I put it up higher, it'll now hit these guys. But obviously, as you can see, it's like you can put it really high. Alright, we'll try this. Yeah, obviously there. Now you can't. And yeah, another thing to note is it'll mark those people on the same level and over there as well, right? So a lot of depth. You know, you got to be aware of where you're putting it, where you're setting up to get the most use out of it. If you try and put it somewhere in a middle ground, it'll go below and a little bit above. But obviously, it goes on a lower level a lot more, right? The heavy splatling itself, 30 damage per shot, 4 hit kill. Has a decent amount of range. I think it's the 3rd longest weapon class behind all charges and now the new stringer class. Heavy so far, what I think, good for clan blitz, you know, able to paint, use the wave breaker as, you know, being able to locate people. I've also had good fun with it on tower control as well. Zones is a little bit hit and miss. Yes, it has a sprinkler to help you paint. The special doesn't really help with the zone itself. Obviously it helps locate people, but I don't really recommend zones just because you're going to face a lot of charges in zones. I don't know why charges tend to pop up more in zones, unless that's just me being against JP players a lot of the time, but that's what I've found playing in splat zones. And then Rainmaker, again, a fast-paced mode, so it can work, you know, if you're able to keep your distance correctly. and be able to push at the right time with your team and be aggressive enough. Even if you're just a Rainmaker carrier, when you're on offense, that would be fine. Yeah, obviously for Rainmaker you typically go more aggressive comp, just because it's kind of like that speed mode, but I definitely found the most success on clans and tower. Last thing, abilities. You obviously want run speed, you're going to be running a lot. Ink resistance is also a must. But then your utility sub, similar to Splatoon 2, if you're familiar with that, you want your quick super jump, maybe a little bit of special saver. If you want to special spam the wave breaker, you can run a bit of special charge. And probably sub resistance up. We're not 100% sure how effective this might actually be, but this could be a good ability to use. Yeah, other than that, that'll pretty much wrap this video up. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Active on all social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, stream on Twitch, and also do coaching on Metafy for Splatoon 3 now. So yeah, hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.